What up, guys? I'm Masato.
And I'm Dre.
I thought you were gone. This is
Magics.
Torn and Restored. We're talking about Torn and Restored. Torn and Restored is the classic Magic close-up trick where you take the card and you just tear it. You visually tear the card right in front of them, and by some prestidigitation, the card reappears back together.
The Torn and Restored card trick is, like Masato said, it's a very classic trick. The magician takes a card, sometimes it's signed, and the magician rips it up and puts it back together. The plot doesn't really make sense, right? Like, why would you rip it up and then put it back together? Unless you just prove that you can do it. I think that's why we do that as magicians, right?
Torn and Restored is just one of those classic close-up tricks that you can perform. It's very visual. I think lay people love it the most because it's as close as you're going to get to the classic sawing a woman in half. It's right there, right in front of them, and then poof, it's back together. Impossible. A little history on Torn and Restored. As much as I could find, it actually dates back to 1930s with Lou Brent. But it was tearing the magazine. It didn't actually become tearing cards till about the 1970s.
My earliest exposure to the Torn and Restored card routine was in the 90s, World's Greatest Magic by Guy Hollingworth. It's called the Reformation, I believe, but it's still one of the greatest card restorations today. Everyone wants to learn this card routine, this Torn and Restored card routine, and it's so cleanly ripped into 4 pieces and so cleanly put back together.
My favorite Torn and Restored, I don't know what he calls it, but it's the one Jay Sankey did. The one he did when he performed on Fool Us. I know he didn't win because he didn't fool them, but his backstory behind it is just, the sleight of hand behind it is so beautiful as to why it didn't fool them, because it actually did fool them.
Why do lay audiences love it? If you don't know who lay audiences are, you're probably one of them. Lay audiences are people who don't do magic themselves. Harry Potter coined the term muggle, and magicians have been using that. But lay audiences, lay people, they really enjoy the Torn and Restored card routine. I think it's because on like a basic level, it's super visual. It looks like real magic. 2 pieces that were torn apart come back together and fused and are seamless. And I think on a kind of higher level, it speaks to people because everyone wants to know the secret to immortality. And yes, I know you're not actually being immortal, but by tearing something and putting it back together, you kind of prove that it's possible, or it's there in the real world, the immortals. Also, I think it speaks to the part in everyone where the idea of resilience, right? So if you get torn, you get broken, as time goes on, you know, you'll be able to heal. So it's a very healing trick on a very deeper level. And that's probably one of the reasons why lay audiences really like the trick. I know that's why I like the trick, because sometimes you'd be broken and like sad and shit, and you're like, oh, I can be put back together like the Humpty Dumps. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for watching this episode of Magic Monday on the Torn and Restored card episode. I hope you liked it. We did more magic in this one. We did a little bit more magic in this one. We did a little more magic in this one. If you guys liked it, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll see you next time. I keep doing the guns.
See, it's my new outro.